And welcome to another episode of Creators Outlet. Today we're joined by David Summey and Vincent Atkins.
How you doing?
I keep wanting to put in co-ed, but there's no co-eds. It's just Naked Cannibal Campers.
That's right, Naked Cannibal Campers.
And now with co-eds.
Now with co-eds.
That's the next book.
Yeah, next issue. It can be there. I want to welcome all my listeners from ageofradio.org. All the podcasts now is available for audio download there approximately an hour after the show wraps. So you can download the episode and listen to it in your car. If you're listening to it on Age of Radio, just search out Creators Outlet on YouTube if you want to watch the actual episode and see all the stuff that we're looking at during the course. Until then, why don't you guys, David, why don't you give us a little background of, what you've done in the past leading up to this?
Well, I've done a lot of stuff in the past. I actually, when I was younger, I wrestled for WCW. Then I went from, wrestling all locally, all in Florida here. And then I always been drawing about 20-something years, 15-something years ago. I was thinking about making a comic book. Someone introduced me to Vince, and we started working on something. Things split, we couldn't finish it, and it just, life comes on. And then so we, next thing you know, about 15 years later, my daughter comes up with an idea about Western, which was my first book. It's called Return to Sender. And then we started working doing that, and it was almost done. And then Vince, we've been friends still, and he jumped in and says, I see you're kind of slowing down. Let me see what I can do to help. Jumped in as the editor. And, the comic book went really well. We get a lot of praise over it. It wind up being that, I was in a store walking around showing people the comic book and talking to the owner. And then this gentleman come up and goes, "Is this your comic book?" I said, yes. He's like looking at it. He goes, "Wow, this is great. This looks really nice." And he took a few minutes. Next thing you know, he goes, "Hey, funny thing is, I'm a producer for movies, and I'd like you to do a comic book for us." And went from there. It was a little longer than that, but it kind of went from there to me and Vince getting together, talking about it, and then here we are. We're doing an adaptation of a comic book called Naked Cannibal Campers.
We're doing an adaptation of a movie into a comic. Yeah, just make it clear.
Yeah, and then our next one will be an adaptation of the comic book into another.
Next time, we're going to do one of somebody reading the comic book while watching the movie.
Yeah. Nice. I like the way you think.
And Vincent, what's a little bit about your background in the industry?
Well, back in the 80s, I used to do some art corrections and art assists and things of that nature. For a couple of big comic companies, Marvel and DC, a little bit. And I had the kind of job where you don't really get credit for the stuff you do, but you get paid, and that's cool. But so I've always liked comics, and really my fanhood is rooted in comics, and I kind of fell out of doing like graphic storytelling for a while, and had a few ideas that I had kicking around for things I wanted to develop into stories. And that was about time that Dave came back in. He's like, "Hey, let me ask you some advice about this book I'm working on. I'm kind of stuck, and I'd like to hear some ideas that you have." And so that whole thing kind of started. I thought I was just going to be helping him out, getting him motivated, and I became more and more involved. in helping to create the story and just the various facets of getting Return to Sender done for RMD Comics. And then this other idea presented itself, and so now here we are on Naked Cannibal Campers #1.
Just when you get out, they pull you back in.
That's right.
So the campaign's going really well. I know we talked a little bit because I was there for CromCon 10. You guys were one of the guests, and I got reunited a little bit with an old friend, Javier Lugo, that did a little bit of pencil work for you.
Yeah.
And
pencil and ink.
And then I of course whipped out a book from his past that he had worked on that became a huge video game, and
Nice.
that book became Overwatch for Blizzard.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
And so I still have one of the that's one of the original kind of like ash cans they made up, I think, for MegaCon.
Very cool.
And they got it was Javier and Martin Dunn, and I guess they got, one of the Blizzard developers went over and goes, we really like this, what you have going on here. We'd be interested in developing it for a game. And it progressed from there, and I probably have one of the only copies left.
Wow.
That's pretty amazing. We also have Amanda Rachel's. I think it's her last name. Yeah, Rachel's. She's done a cover for us too, and she's pretty amazing too. Javier's unbelievable. Rachel's amazing. It's funny that the director of the movie, looked at the covers, and he looked at Rachel's and he goes, "Oh, I love this one. It's like Disney gone bad." Because she did we call them naughty and nice ones. She did actually, well, I don't have it with me, but she did a pretty unique cover, and then of course did a similar cover, but it was the naughty version, a little bit bloodier, a little bit of flames. It was really cool how she did it. And then Javier, he made the artwork look a lot like the actual actresses, and so we're very happy with that, and did a little bit of style of Charlie's Angels. So it was really cool, and and I did about 9 covers, and Vince has actually done a cover for a local store that's ordering their own cover and their own print run, and we are in talks with 2 more. And Vince is an artist too, and he's doing all the flashbacks in the comic book. So
right. There's going to be a variation between David's telling of the main part of the story, and then my artwork is going to represent what happened before. So it's going to be sort of a split in the. It's just a little bit, but it's going to be stylistically a little different.
So it gives a good contrast. So when when someone starts talking about the past, then it goes into his artwork, and it's totally different. So it's going to be a big contrast. It's going to be fun.
And you've already made the goal, and we need to push it to a certain goal, so we can get a certain Faustian artist to do a special cover.
We're excited about that. We have Tim Vigil is interested in doing a cover, and he wants to do a cover, so he said use his name, and he wants to promote it, and he's going to do he wants to do a stretch goal, and as soon as we hit that stretch goal, he's going to have a preliminary sketch done soon, prior to that sketch goal, and so everybody will see what it is. So we really haven't put it up on the Kickstarter yet, but we're announcing it until we get the sketch from him, and then we're going to have a pretty cool 10 Vigil, all 3 women cover, and
Tim's really he's planning on blowing it out a lot. artistically, because his pen and ink work is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
And he usually draws in a fairly smaller size than the 11 by 17 normal, the usual comic book format. And but this cover he is going to do in that size, so it's going to be a real treat. It's going to be a visual treat for sure.
Yeah, we can't wait.
And then you can tease everybody. Do you want this cover too? Well, we need you to help us push it further down the road.
That's exactly what we're doing. Yeah, yeah. And like I said, we're doing a really good pace. I mean, we're kind of on the pace that we need. This is our first venture along without nobody kind of guiding us. So all this is done by our just learning, doing what we do. And I think we're doing a really good job. I think it's showing. We got a lot of fun covers, but we also, the interior is going to be, I'm doing, most of the interior. Vince is doing the backup, or the not backup, but the flashbacks. Yeah, but we're going to try to keep the artwork just as good as the cover work. It's not going to be. I know some of the ones that have, some have these unbelievable covers, but the artwork inside's okay. I'm going to try to do my best to make it better than okay, and so is Vince. And then also the story is what we're going to do. We're going to try to work on. We got an awesome story in mind. We already got an awesome story written. And we're trying to keep the campiness of the movie. It's a fun movie, but it's horror. It's a little bit of comedy, a little action and all that. So we're going to try to keep that, but it had a limited budget. So we're going to take that and do the book without any budget. It's whatever we can draw, whatever we can come up with, and I'm going to take this comic book to the next level. Hopefully, you'll look at the movie and you'll see similar things to it, but the whole, we're going to run with it somewhere different, probably.
Yeah, because it's based off a pseudo Scream Queen B horror movie. Oh, that one right there. Yeah, I noticed that because I was like skimming through the Kickstarter a little earlier, and I noticed there seems to be an option to get the movie plus a special like DVD VHS box cover.
Correct.
Yeah. Good. Then tell about that.
And also, we should mention not part of the Kickstarter, but part of our licensing deal with Gator Blade Films that made Naked Cannibal Campers. They're going to have 3 exclusive covers of their own that they'll be selling on their website and at conventions. The reason that they are going to have exclusive covers that are not available through us is so that we're not competing in the marketplace.
Yeah, yeah.
Something completely different. And
Right.
So
we're trying to make it fun to collect and make sure that, we're not stepping on each other's toes financially,
here's another, like you see this cover here. This is exactly what the comic book is going to look like. It's going to look like a DVD or a Blu-ray.
Right.
It's going to have the Blu-ray up here. It's going to look just like the Blu-ray cover. So the comic book is almost going to match that actual one.
I think it's a pretty cool bundle. We've already had a few takers on that one.
Yeah, and people are. I guess some people didn't know it was a movie adaptation. So yeah, it's directly from the movie. We're going to have. Eventually, we're getting talking to the actresses. We actually have a drawing from one of the actresses, Veronica. What's her name again?
Veronica Rain.
Veronica Rain, and she is a really amazing artist, and she does like a self-portrait almost, and it's going to be a pinup in the comic book, and plus we're going to use it as a mini print and hand it out.
Yeah, and so, she is super good. I mean, the people that when they see this, they're going to have a hard time deciding, is she a better actress or a better artist?
Yeah, she's really good. Yeah, and then again, if this goes off, we're probably going to have. She's probably going to do a cover next time. She's that good.
Yeah, I'd like that. It'll be a big treat for the fans.
And is she the actress that will be available to sign covers that I see that in there too?
Yeah, she'll be involved in pretty much doing what she can to support and promote this effort, because I think she realizes that cross promotion is going to help everybody out, and she's just excited about doing it. So, but yes, we'll be able to get. I think without any problem, all the three actresses, the main actresses from the movie, plenty of signed items from those three women.
Yeah, and we're gonna the actors too are gonna be involved. They're excited too, of course.
Sure.
Yeah, so they're gonna be involved. We're having another. I know here in Florida, in Largo, at Retro Rap, we're going to have once we get it all printed up, we're having a big party there, and all the directors, the actresses, everybody's going to show up there. So we're going to have a good time there. And we got some fun stuff. I mean, like on the Kickstarter right now, I'll show this some stuff. We got a set of dominoes made, Candle Camper, handmade set of dominoes. They're upside down.
Take them with you when you go camping.
Yeah, they're real dominoes. We have assorted mini prints. We got all kinds of assorted mini prints. We got we're actually making for stretch goals. We're making tarot cards. I don't have them printed up right now. We have them on the computer. We're actually finishing up the coloring. It's kind of moving a little fast, so we're finishing up the little bit of coloring. We'll have them. They're going to be a mini. They're going to be a mini tarot card, and they'll be big. They'll be a little bigger than a playing card. And then, of course, you can get the DVD, and then another.
That's a Blu-ray, buddy.
A Blu-ray. Get the Blu-ray. With the special Blu-ray cover. We also are going to eventually, probably, if it keeps going the way it's going, we're going to offer a limited. We're probably going to do one, but I think we're going to do more than one. We're going to have a Naked Cannibal Campers tents. They're going to be a little bloody, but they're going to be Naked Cannibal Campers tents, little pop-up tents, for like two people, and just something fun to have, something unique.
One of the very cool options, I think, is David did a 2-page spread in the story, and he liked it so much. He goes, "We need to make this a wraparound." So we hired a colorist to do a painted version of it, and so that's the wraparound cover. It's actually culled from the interior artwork, but it's presented colored in a different way for the cover. It's very cool.
Right. Oh yeah, one of the other tiers is actually those are two original pages, 11 by 17, two original pages. It's a splash cover. It's the original artwork from interior. Then with that tier, you get the original cover at that size print, 11 by 17, two of them to put them together and it becomes the splash cover. Then you're going to have actually the interior colorist. We're going to have prints, his prints 11 by 17. So you have three versions of the same thing, and of course you'll have. It comes with the wraparound comic book cover and the original cover and all the other fun stuff that we're going to have. So that's one of our biggest tiers out there right now, and it's pretty cool. I wish I could show it.
I'm sorry, Dave.
No,
I was just wanting to say was to let people know that the focus, even all this fun, this kind of stuff that makes collecting fun and ways to raise some money to actualize the project, we're really focusing on making a good story. We want people that when they're done, they'll go, wow, I don't know what I expected from this. I kind of had an idea from the title, but that was good. That was really good. And so that's the focus of this entire project, is that the story is excellent.
Yeah. So we want the story to match the art, and so we're trying to make we're giving the whole package.
Well, we've got the link for the Kickstarter in the chat. Plus, of course, you can see it running on the banner underneath.
Okay.
And we're gonna jump over and look at the Kickstarter. I keep putting that co-ed word in there, but
Cool.
Yeah, so you guys are up to 62 backers, just over 2,500.
Nice.
And it's only 4 days.
Yeah, and I don't know how many of our backers might be watching this. Some, I hope, but if so, thank you for being for backing us, and you're going to be happy you did. And if you catch us later, if you're not watching it live, thank you. It really means a lot, and everybody, I think, they're going to get a good deal of entertainment satisfaction out of this one.
Right. Yeah. Are you going to play the video or no?
Sure, I can play the video.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think everybody will like it.
Yay!
Hey,
That's pretty awesome.
Thank you.
thank you.
That was put together by our video guy, Viral McDavid. He just keeps stepping up and doing an awesome job for us on a lot of different aspects of this project.
Yeah, he's unbelievable. Yeah, and that's what another thing everybody's going to get is we call them motion covers. He's playing around with all the art, all the covers, and making things fly and magic, and it's really cool. So that we're gonna give that to all the backers. Are going to get. It says 3, but we're winding up with more than 3. So people are going to have a lot of fun with them.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
It's great too, even though we've kind of like switched gears, although it's tough to tell some days. Horror made like a huge comeback in the comic book industry last year.
Right.
I mean, Vault's been doing great stuff with books like The Plot. Scout Comics have had some great horror stories come out. And now you guys.
Well, the story was already in place as far as the movie went, and what was exciting was the idea that this was already a movie that had a fan base. It's a known quantity, and I think it's an opportunity to make the franchise grow some. And we really want this to turn out successful, because if it does, I think Sean Donahue is going to be chomping at the bit to make Naked Cannibal Campers 2. So why not?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, if you scroll down, actually, it'll show you that splash cover right there.
That one is that's the interior art, right?
That's the interior art, colorist. Yeah.
Yeah.
Andrew Pate does the interior.
The coloring.
The coloring. I'm sorry, the coloring. And he's awesome. He did Return to Cinder, my first book too.
Mm-hmm.
He did the main cover. So yeah, he is chopping at the bit to finish this. He likes it.
Dinner time.
Yeah. We call that the feast.
It reminds me of my dinner. I had some lasagna tonight. There were no naked women around, however, but you know.
I think it would have been better.
Here's one of the questions we're eager to answer is, do they ever fix any side dishes? Who knows?
Maybe that'll be in the comic book. I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe a recipe book.
Yeah. Hey, there you go.
Zombie drinks.
Well, they're not zombies. They're witches. They're cannibals. So they're not.
Oh, they're yeah.
But,
so there's nothing left over.
No, but what they do is it's almost like they've been doing it so long that they alter them. They're actually the craving for the flesh alters their facial features and everything in the comic. That's something we added different from the movie. The movie, of course, they what drove me to draw it like that is because they would eat like they were animals, and so it made me think, okay, why not have a little bit of changing? Their teeth get sharp, their face, it almost like the Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Their face, yeah. So it looks really cool, and it's just a little twist on the characters that we added to them, and of course,
Well, they look great from this angle.
Thank you. That's all, man. They came up with that angle, and I said, "All right, it looks good. Go for it."
Yeah. I didn't know. I was like, "And let's make this a big page." The next thing I know, I sketched it out. I go, "Let's make this a splash page." And he goes, "How many splash pages are you going to have in this book?" I said,
"All of them."
We talked about the story. It's kind of funny thing is that we talked about the story, the plot, and everything, and then me and Vince were talking over. Then he'd write this unbelievable story, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I started drawing it, and I'm like, "Oh, let's add this. Let's do this." and Vince is probably breathing real heavy and mumbling under his voice.
Stick to the script.
So when I say we have a script written, we do, and we only got a few pages left. But you never know. The comic book might be a little bigger.
You can never tell. Well,
now a 100-page special. Or, I'm just kidding. That's not true.
Save that for the next one.
Yeah.
Every single one is flash pages.
with little small panels that like artistically placed throughout.
Right. That's it.
Love it.
Yeah. So
extra skin.
If you want to scroll down, we can show everybody the covers. We have 15 as of yet. There's building. That's the main cover. I did the top one was colored by Andrew Pate, sorry, and then drawn by me, and then you got Javier Lugo's Naughty and Nice. You got Amanda's Naughty and Nice version. We're gonna have a sketch cover.
Oh, this is the one I drew. There's nothing on it.
That's them in
Looks good. That's good position.
That's them camping in the snow.
Yeah. That's like the Snowbird issue from Marvel there,
But there is a tier where I'll draw on that, and it's not just a sketch; it's a full ink drawing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So, and then this here is what I did too. A funny trivia. The naughty version of Sookie, which is the first one up there, the naughty version is the first drawing I ever did. I took it to the meeting that we had with the directors, and they pretty much said, if that's the artwork, we have nothing to talk about. We're good. Let's do it.
Oh, she's got a leg up already.
Yeah.
Well, this one I know very well because I've seen a certain animated image of this probably like a dozen times a day, like over like the last week. So,
right, with fire.
Yeah. Well, we got
And half the time I forgot it was for the campaign. I'm like, oh, cool. Like, share.
Well, we got 2 versions of that. We got one with the blue flames are actually flames, and then he did another one where there's just smoke coming around her. So
cool.
Yeah, he's done 2 versions. Like I said, once we show him something, he goes for it. He's like I said, it was supposed to be around 3, and he's got like every one of these has at least got 2 or 3.
Oh yeah, I saw the smoke version the other day.
Yeah,
that's so badass too.
Oh, it is. And then actually the naughty ones doesn't have any, but he is right now doing naughty versions of them. So he's doing because we couldn't promote them pretty much. Now he's doing the naughty versions, playing around with them and seeing what he can do there.
So Dave, I think the motion for the naughty covers is like, oh, it's warm. Oh, now it's cold. You can tell. All right, it's warm. Oh, it's cold.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a Minerva character, and I drew that, and it was colored by, I forgot his name. He's in the Philippines.
Brian Mangay.
Yeah, I really love his coloring. He does really well with superhero stuff. So he did unbelievably work there.
He lives in the Philippines. Young guy. He's really super talented.
Yeah, and you'll find all this information on the Kickstarter. We got everybody involved is on the Kickstarter. The next one is Luna, the character Luna. She is actually the tarot card reader. I actually each one of them have special abilities, but that's our tarot card reader. And also she still does magic and all that, but she is specifically tarot card. That one there was a fun one, and it was a little more. It was just different from the others, and I thought it was a cool idea. And it's colored by Chris Hall. He did it really good. And same thing with Javier Lugo. If you go up to Javier Lugo, his drawing was colored by Chris Hall too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So
I think it was Chris that put us in touch with Tim Vigil, right?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
And then now these 2 covers, you got the wraparound cover, which you see the painted version, which is we really like that one. It's kind of very cool, very different. And then we got the crystal ball cover. What that cover is, especially for anybody who wants a personalized cover, we'll draw your face or your character or your enemy's face or your wife's face or whoever's face. It'll be inside that crystal ball, and it'll be printed up 1 of 1. So they'll have their own special cover.
Right.
Yeah.
1 of 1, unique in the entire world.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be unique, very unique.
Yeah, that's been something that's been gaining like a lot of popularity. Is the getting an image you want drawn on a cover, getting your likeness put in a book.
Right. And David does a really good job creating a likeness too. It's the last we had 3 people that bought in at that tier, and everybody was super excited by what they produced for them. They just couldn't say enough good. So this is one that, if you want to give somebody a really very unique, if they're a comic fan, or even if they're not, like if they just like the occult or just gore movies or whatever, this would be a chance to do a really unique thing that they can't get anywhere else.
Yeah, it was a winner, and when we print them up, they're winners too. When we print them up and when we sell them, they're pretty awesome. So and we got 1 more cover, which would be, it's not on there, but it's on the tier, which is the Naked Cannibal Camper Blu-ray cover, and we'll see if hopefully we'll have another one added on by Tim Vigil. Will be drawing another cover hopefully soon. Yeah, just scroll down here. It'll be in the main one.
Oh, there's you.
Hi, that's me.
There's Vincent.
Yeah.
Hello.
There's Amanda.
Amanda Rachels, who did some cover art and a 4-page backup.
Yep, she's doing it. And it's really cool. Her art style compared to mine, it's totally different. So it's really cool. And she wrote it. She write it and drawing it.
Right.
It's
So
like,
this
it's
first
like Wednesday Addams all grown up.
right. With the first issue, it's going to have a lot of variety in it. It's a nice package.
Yeah.
There's Javier.
That's Andrew, interior colors. And that's Jason Finestone did the coloring for Sookie, the one you like with the flames in the hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did the coloring. And he did coloring for Minerva.
The Minerva covers. That's Brian Mangay.
Yeah.
Pete.
Oh, I know Pete.
Yeah. Pete did a pinup for us. It's at the bottom of you'll see it. He did a really unique, cool pinup. And then that's Chris Hall. He didn't want his face showing, so he showed that.
I have that shirt. Not that exact same shirt, but it says the same thing.
Right.
And actually, the wraparound color, he's the one that painted. Now that is Virgil. That is Viral. That is the gentleman that does the movies for us. He is
Videographer.
Yeah, the videographer. He is a prize winner right there. All of our team is. I mean, all of our team is unbelievable.
Super people.
Yeah. And then Joel is our letterist. He's really good. And then you got Phil. You know Phil.
Oh yeah, I seen enough of him. Let's keep going.
He colored the crystal ball cover.
Oh, cool.
And then now that we hit our gold, everybody's getting a return to sender digital PDF of our first comic.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So, and of course, this is our first
paid tier.
First paid tier.
Which is the I'm sorry, I should say first tier with a reward, which is the base issue and the PDF deluxe, PDF deluxe.
Mm-hmm. And this one is the digital download deluxe PDF, containing lots of extras like concept sketches and scripts, which you will have access to via a link that will be sent to you in your email.
Oh, I'm sorry, I jumped ahead on that first one. Yeah, both of the first one's the PDF, the second one's the PDF deluxe.
The deluxe.
A lot of content in that one. And there's the base issue. That's Javier's nice cover.
Mm-hmm.
And that comes with the base issue and the PDF deluxe and some little goodies. Amanda Rachel's nice cover. Javier's naughty cover. And most of these tiers come with the base issue.
Yeah.
And the PDF. Amanda's naughty cover. All right. Now we did spotlights of each of the three main witches. Mm-hmm. And there are other witches involved in the storyline. But for the first issue, it's the three main witches that are, rooted in the story from the movie. So that one is Sookie. Mm-hmm. The next one with the yellow border there, that's Minerva. She has mind powers. And then we have Luna. Luna, this is not something from the movie that much, but she's the user of the tarot cards. We added to it that she is able to influence events through the use of her cards. So that's like one of the things she uses to cast spells.
Oh, cool.
And now going back to the Sookie cover, this is the naughty one, so it shows some little bits and pieces.
I like little bits and pieces.
Oh, yeah. And then Minerva, the naughty cover. The Luna, naughty cover. This is the Blu-ray package bundle with the Blu-ray cover comic, the Blu-ray itself, and the base issue cover by David Summey.
That's gonna be a popular one because you can only get 40 copies.
Yeah, absolutely. And the we're finding out that a bunch of people didn't know that it was a movie. So so it's I think pretty exciting for people when they find that out. They're like, oh yeah, I want that.
Yeah, because I mean, $60 or more, you get the Blu-ray movie, which is going to cost you like what, $25 in the store. Plus, you get a cover that is limited to 40.
Very limited, yeah.
You know, a super limited cover, and you get the regular cover.
That is right.
That's worth it all day.
I think so. What we got there, David? I don't have my glasses on.
That's the wraparound cover by David and Chris.
Did David drop out on us?
I think so. I'm on the other page.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm gonna put my glasses back on.
I got him. There he is.
Let's see.
Yeah, my computer went down for some reason, power outage or something, and next thing I know, it popped back up and it's taking its time. So I'm on my.
So yeah, the tier with the wraparound cover, and also includes the base issue.
Then we get the dice.
Dominoes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the domino set. So we wanted to, David and I, we have an opportunity to have some of these things custom made, and it's something that nobody else out there has offered. So it's got a unique angle to it, and I think it's pretty cool in blood red, and very unique sort of collectible.
Yeah, it's hand painted. The logo is actually in the actual dominoes itself, so it's not like a stick-on logo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I mean, it's a really nice set, and there's only going to be 10 made, and there's 9 left.
Right, we already have one.
And imagine, when people can actually gather again, get a couple of drinks and everybody goes, hey, let's play some dominoes.
Yeah, right.
People are bound to crack up.
Oh, Naked Cannibal Campers, what's that? Oh man, let me put this movie on for you. You're not going to believe it.
All right.
Yeah, because I got another set about 5 years ago from another company out of New Hampshire that the owner of the publisher wrote this 4-issue horror story, and they made like basically a B movie, but they made the movie after the comic, and it was the very last movie that the wrestler Roddy Piper ever appeared in.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Wait a minute. What was that?
It was out of.
I remember Hell Comes to Frogtown.
Yeah, I actually just watched that one the other day. I'm like, oh man, how did I watch this when I was 16?
And They Live.
Okay,
They Live is awesome.
I'm gonna jump back off, and then I'm gonna jump back on my computer.
All right, missed you, buddy.
All right.
We'll just talk amongst ourselves. Don't worry.
Let's see. So what we got next is the collector's kit.
Mm-hmm.
And so that features the base issue, the nice and naughty covers of both Javier and Amanda, and a bunch of goodies with a sticker, the magnet,
Mini print.
There you go.
The wallpapers for your computer and phone.
Exactly.
Videos and motion covers.
Yeah.
More than 3 now.
Yeah, more than 3. This is the custom sketch. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have used the word custom. What we're doing here is Dave is going to do, I think, 15 of these.
Mm-hmm.
And these are going to be Dave's choice of what the illustration is going to be, unless somebody suggests something that kind of fires his imagination, and then he might do a custom one. But and they're going to be mailed out randomly. And that drawing of Doctor Doom is just an example of Dave's artwork. That's not one of them.
That's one of them that he's keeping.
Oh, that's one that I actually lifted from a cover that he did for the Return to Sender, and just so I could have an example to put on the Kickstarter. I mean, he could redraw that for sure, but that's so now here we have the Crystal Ball unique 1-of-1 cover offer, where Dave will draw your likeness or the likeness of a loved one, or even your pet, I suppose. You provide him with the image that you want him to draw. He'll draw it up. You will have it printed. There'll only be one made, and you'll own it. And I imagine that he'll probably send along the original drawing that he makes as well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Here, this is the Ultimate Collector's Kit.
All 11 covers.
Yeah, all 11 of the covers that are shown previously here, except for the blank one. I don't remember if we put the wraparound in there or not.
Base, Javier's Naughty and Nice, Rachel's Naughty and Nice,
Right.
Suki's Naughty and Nice, Minerva's Naughty and Nice, Luna Spotlight Naughty and Nice,
Right.
The PDF,
Okay.
wallpapers.
Yeah, so this one, that one's not going to, yeah, kind of in a way, not really the ultimate one, because that one does not include the blank cover, the crystal ball cover, or the wraparound cover. Those are all limited, so we didn't go in that package.
Yeah.
And now we're getting to the tiers where there's original artwork. And we decided to start with some covers. And Dave's not, gung-ho to sell it, but, we think it's more important to fund to get this thing printed up. And so he's like, all right, I'm going to let go of some of my babies. And so the first one is the base issue cover drawing.
Mm-hmm.
And that level is $200 for that artwork. And
We were talking amongst ourselves, and I forgot. I go, oh, yeah, I got to bring him back in.
I'm backstage.
And with that, back it up there for a second. That one is that one's going to come with a print of the artwork colored without the title or the cover copy or any of that, and also the base issue. So
you can put them side by side on your wall if you wanted to.
Yeah, and incidentally, that print's going to be the same size as the original artwork.
11 by 17.
Nice.
Yep. And it's going to be on high quality paper.
It's going to be like this.
Just like that.
Well, let's blow you up.
And the color, oh my God, the color on that thing just made that picture pop. It's so wonderful. Who colored that, Dave? That was Andrew.
Andrew, yeah, he colored the characters like normal, but the background he painted in the blood.
Right, and it has highlights that when I saw it, when Dave got it back, I was like, oh my God, that is so much better than I thought it was going to look. And I already thought
it looks like it's moving.
Exactly.
Yeah, and how he has the light in this area, shining off the blood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, that'll scare the crap out of somebody.
My mother's like, why is this so much blood? Well, it's supposed to be scary. So the next level, there is the Suki Spotlight original cover.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Suki's, that one was actually shows a little something, doesn't it, Dave?
Yeah, that one actually, I drew the naughty version first.
Right.
And that is actually, just for trivia, that is the very first drawing ever of Naked Cannibal Campers.
Right. That sealed the deal. So, and then
that started it all. So
and
whoever gets that are getting I guess a turning point.
Right. And so you get the print of the naughty version and the print of the nice version, plus the base issue, plus the comics of that issue, naughty and nice. And so that's pretty nice. That's a pretty cool package.
Yeah, it's not bad for $200, you know, especially if the comics, you know, explode.
Right.
You know, then somebody is in, you know, they can actually get that piece of art graded, and you can have the notation on there that it's the very first piece of art ever done for the comic.
That's right.
Yeah.
The next one is same kind of deal with all the prints, all the two covers, nice and naughty, the base issue, and this is the Minerva original art drawing, the Spotlight.
Luna is sold out.
Already sold. Yep. So that package, that's no longer available.
Yeah. Don't look at that because it's gone.
There's no chance you're going to get another one. Javier's original cover for his nice version, hand drawn, with the cover, the comic with that cover, the base issue. That one's sold because Javier, he's already got a fan base, and he's kicking it out of the park.
They probably clicked on that like right away, and
it was in the first couple of days, I think.
No, that was the first one it sold, isn't it? Yeah, that was the first one.
Yeah, but I don't remember the time frame, but it was early on.
Yeah, both those I think were sold the first day.
Yeah, okay. The last one with the original art for now is the 2-page spread that also became a wraparound cover. So you get both of the two original 11 by 17 pieces of art by David Summey, drawn and inked by him by hand. The prints of the same size, so they'll piece together like the two pieces of artwork. They're both 11 by 17 of the interior coloring and one of the wraparound cover coloring, which is painted, electronically painted. And then you also get the comics with the comic with the wraparound cover, the base issue. Did I miss anything?
And that of course all the digital stuff and the free
right.
You know all the goodies.
Right.
Yeah. Now we do got one more thing we're going to say about that. We are adding a Javier Lugo's naughty version original.
Right.
Yeah, he approved it. We're putting it on probably tomorrow. So any Javier fans, Logos fans out there, the naughty version is going to go up. It'll be with both covers, just like the nice version, but it'll be the naughty version.
Get your Javier original art while it's still affordable.
Yeah. And then Amanda, at the end of the week, is sending hers. So Amanda's cover, she's going to be sending hers, and we're going to have her original artwork on there.
All right. This piece of artwork is a pinup that's going in towards the back of the book. This is by the actress, Veronica Rain. I asked her, after looking at her work online, I asked, hey, you got anything that you might be finishing soon that we can print? And she goes, actually, I have this. It might be appropriate for the book. And I saw it and I said, oh, yeah, don't even show us anything else. This is the one we want. And I think that it's like some charcoal, pencil. It's kind of a mixed media. And this is the censored version.
Yeah, actually, press play on that. Press play on that.
Yeah. And so Viral added the boiling clouds in the background in the rain, just to make it look super cool.
And that's what we call motion cover.
Right. And
And apparently her upper little bits are so hot that they are steaming in the rain.
steamy. And the original, the uncensored version, is the one that's going to be published, and it looks fantastic. I mean, she based this drawing on it looks to me like maybe she does some role playing things, or I'm not 100% sure. I haven't talked with her, but she does a lot of really cool makeup effects and that type of thing. So this is based on, I think, a photograph that she had taken at one point, and I haven't seen the original photograph, but it's just a small leap to kind of figure out where the image came from, and we love it. I think she's really, really good. I'm happy to have this because I think it's a real feather in our cap to have some artwork that enhances the project from one of the actresses of the movie that it's based on. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, that's huge.
Yeah. And again, that's going to be a pinup in the comic book. We're not going to. That's definitely going to be inside, and it's also going to be a mini print. We're going to be giving it away in a little mini print form like this.
Right, and without that annoying little cloud there in the front.
Yeah. Well, the steaminess.
We're going to go up and go like this and wave the smoke, wave the smoke away, and
this is Pete's artwork, and I love this style. It's very unique. I love the way he left it just black and white. It gives you an older '80s feel or something like that. It's unique, very unique.
One thing we talked about, and it's not 100% decided on, but we might use this as the illustration on the thank you page. So we're going to list all of our backers that contributed, and maybe have this in the center and do the names around a black border or something. I'm not sure yet. That's still up in the air exactly how we're going to utilize this illustration.
Yeah, it's going to be in the comic book, and also we're going to have a mini print of it too.
Right.
But that we're thinking about using that as where we could put the thank yous for everybody and have that as a centerpiece.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And of course, all of it's going to be shipped to the Gemini. We're going to, all that.
2 mailers.
Yeah, Gemini mailers, except for, like the Nicky or the Domino set. They won't fit in there. And
yeah, right. Oversized
pieces. Go in a large package.
Right. And the big art packages, the original artwork, they're going to be sent differently. But yeah, we're gonna make sure that your package arrives safely. I got Naked Cannibal Camper packing tape, so we're ready to. I'm not going to put it all over them. I'm going to put it in the inside when you seal the comic, because I don't think that the mail company will like that.
And just so in case anybody's curious about this, our printer is Comic Impressions. They do an awesome job. The return to sender print run looked amazing. It was just beautiful, beautiful work. We're really happy with the bindery and the quality of the paper, everything. It was highly, highly professional.
Yes.
Is that the same printer that you used for the last book too?
Yes. Yep. Yeah. Someone contacted me and promised me a better price and all that. I'm not going anywhere. The quality is top notch.
Good. It's too good.
Yeah. I when I go signings, our comic book rivals, DC and Marvel's some of it better. It's really top notch printing.
Yeah, we're happy with them.
Yeah. So, but that's our Kickstarter as such as now, and of course things are going to change as it grows. We got ideas we want to add. We got more ideas we're not sharing yet. but look for more original artwork that's going to be on there in the next week. We're going to actually probably start doing some more sketches and drawings to put out there. We got some other ideas, maybe some giveaways. We don't know yet. We're kind of working everything around to figure out what we want. It's a fun ride. We're excited to do this.
Oh, I was excited for it as soon as I saw the word naked.
That's one of the things that I told when we first met with Sean and Chris Leto, who's was his partner on that with Reaper Films, and Sean Donahue of Gator Blade Films, and we met about potentially doing this comic book. When we left there, David's like, "So what do you think? Are we going to do this?" I said, "Oh, a comic series called Naked Cannibal Campers? Hell yeah!" Yes.
I'm old and I don't get out much.
I said it's something that I said that name it just catches your interest for some reason. Well, I know the reason, but I think that's one of the huge things that we have going with this series is the title is such a hook.
Oh yeah.
And so hopefully our interior art and the writing is going to keep you.
Yeah, we got to come up to that level for sure.
Yeah.
Make sure the story matches.
Yeah, it's kind of like releasing an album called Titties and Bear.
Right.
So this all looks great. I'm sure it's going to open up some more stretch goals. I know we're all waiting to see what the Faustian sketch looks like. And,
oh my! No,
I'm waiting.
And I know any Javier fan will be excited when they see the new Javier package go up. I'm sure that won't last long at all.
Probably not.
And that's a good thing.
Yeah.
One of the things I wanted to say is that the Tim Vigil, I don't know if anybody has really kind of kept up with Tim's stuff. When he first started out, he was they worked kind of slowly when they were releasing Faust, generally about one issue per year. But he has gotten so much better than he was then, and he was pretty awesome then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of things from him over the last few years.
Right.
And I hear more and more creators that, it's like, well, I really want to get a Tim Vigil cover, but
oh yeah,
I don't know if we can raise enough money to afford them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Tim's not. Tim's working with us on this, and so it's not a cheap alternative, but it's definitely going to bring a lot of attention to the project, and people, I'm sure, are going to love it. I can't wait to see what he's got in store. I know it's going to be awesome.
Oh
yeah, and we're excited because him even just letting us use his name. We don't have no contract with him. If we don't reach the goal, we don't do it. But he believes in us, and so he's ready to. He says, "Go for it. Use my name. I'll talk about it too, and we'll go from there."
Yeah, he's like, "I'll bring it. Don't worry."
He likes the title too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I'm excited to see where this goes, and hopefully, it will go to many more issues of Cannibal Campers, and maybe somewhere down the road, I will be correct, and it will actually be an issue of co-ed Naked Cannibal Campers.
Yeah, that's cannibal co-ed campers who are naked to Electric Boogaloo. I don't know, but
the whole cover will be all those words.
Right.
It'll be big block letters of all the word with little pictures like put inside of it all the way down. Yeah.
Yeah, we had what you're saying. We had another guy say naked cannibal counselors.
No, naked camp counselors, and I said, all right, that's the second wave.
Yeah, that's the next.
A different theme. I think they did that already. It was called Meatballs.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
oh, you know what we forgot to mention was that we have a in the contract. It's slated to be a 3-issue story arc with the option to go further if there's demand.
Yeah.
So that's
So-
kind of ended.
So we got, if this is does really well, we got we got a long ways to go. So me and Vince, just our minds spinning because we've already got we got probably a couple of years of stuff that we could probably throw in there. So you were like, because the premise is good too. The story in the movie, the premise of the story in the movie is really good too. It's just they had a time constraint, money constraint, everything, so they couldn't give it open. So we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna feed into that. We're gonna take it wherever our minds can go.
Build the world.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It could go to hell or heaven. You don't know.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's going to hell.
Not much doubt.
Yeah.
But
So,
I think if it's already like predisposed to be 3 issues, I think by the time you guys get ready to do the Kickstarter for the 3rd issue, that you're going to have such a fan base behind you for this that
I hope so.
it should open way up. Even with Phil Leon doing coloring a couple of covers for you here and there. Sorry, Phil. Just kidding.
Yeah.
He does great work.
Yeah. That crystal ball cover is amazing. Yeah. So I can't wait to to draw some faces on there. It's going to look really cool. And then what was it? David did some really cool stuff with the blank cover and the crystal ball cover. We're going to show those soon.
Oh, cool.
On Facebook. So yeah, you'll see.
Yeah. Whoops.
He put a really cool skull in there, with it moving, and it's really cool. And then he put on the cover, on one of the blank covers, he put this face coming from the storm and coming out, and it's almost like how they would be when they're eating flesh, how their faces. So it's really cool.
And of course, every time I see an update, I'll be sharing it so everybody can see it on the various pages I'm on. And
Thank you so much. It really means a lot. We appreciate that.
It does.
Oh yeah. Well, I love the premise of it and the fact that it's a B movie. I probably have about 30 or 40 of those in my Foot Locker, and
So
they stay there because I have a teenage daughter. But
are you familiar with the movie?
not yet.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
But when fulfillment comes around, I will be, because
Okay.
I've ordered that Blu-ray tier.
Very cool.
Thank you. That's awesome. Yeah, we're really enjoying. I can't believe how we're somewhat new to the indie industry. It's our first year, and not bad. First year we put out 2 comic books, but it's pretty amazing how everybody just opens their arms and just works together as a team. And
Well, David, hey, listen, man, it is the first physical year, but it's the 2nd calendar year now, so we're really moving.
Yeah, you timed it out just right.
That's right.
right.
Our 2nd year, woo!
Now, our 2nd year is slam packed. I mean, we got Naked Cannibal Campers 2 to do. We got Return to Cinders 2 to do. Possibly another movie comic book to do. So yeah, it's going to be slammed this year.
Yeah, we're gonna be busy.
Busy, which is always a good thing.
That is
Also-
a problem.
Also, I gotta do. I'm doing something with Travis. I gotta finish up he sent me a script, and I gotta do a comic book for Travis. So, Travis Gibbs.
Oh yeah, well, I know who he is.
Do you what's the title of that one? I don't remember.
No, I don't remember either. I don't want to say it because Travis hasn't said it yet.
Okay, all right. Well, okay, yeah, he might not be ready to promo it, but
Right, yeah.
It's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
We can say it when we go up here.
Yeah.
Because that way we won't be telling anybody.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I want to thank you guys so much for joining me tonight and talking about naked cannibal campers. See, I finally got it right.
Yay!
I knew what it was. I knew what it was the whole time, but you know. And keep it tuned for any updates, and we will keep our eye out for everything for the 10 Vigil piece, and I'm sure I'll be sharing away as soon as the Javier piece goes up tomorrow, and everybody can just click on the link because it's right there in the chat.
There you go.
Cool. Thank you.
Anybody listening on Age of Radio, you could just go to www, like 8 million W's, kickstarter.com /projects/return to sender 1 /naked-cannibal-campers.
That's it.
So until next time, peace, love, and read some comic books.
Yeah, man.